We're going to be talking about Strange Harvest. The Strange Harvest. Oh, and I cannot wait to talk about this film. This film has really blown me away. So, A Strange Harvest is a cult. Oh, I still got my earrings on. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I just came back from work and I just oh my God, I didn't even freshen up or anything. I just throw this shirt. It just started talk. I just want to review this. I just want to talk about this movie because I'm so hyped up. So anyway, A Strange Harvest is a cult murder in the Island Empire. It's a 2025 American mockumentary horror film that has been directed by Stuart Ortiz. Detectives are trusted into a chilling hunt for a killer known as Mr. Shiny, a sadistic serial killer from the past whose return marks the beginning of a new wave of grotesque, outer-worldly crimes tied to a dark cosmic force.
Mom?
Now, this is how you do a horror mockumentary. I have watched a lot of horror mockumentaries, and if people don't know what that is, that's literally a mock of documentaries that's supposed to be horror, you know, and it kind of speaks for itself. And lately, I've been watching a lot of mockumentaries that's been trash. When I watch mockumentaries, not only that the story doesn't nail it, but it's just the choreography itself for you to believe these characters and for you to be into the atmospheric tone of you agreeing or just be in a whole like visuality of what you're looking into. And it's been like you have worse of luck watching a good horror mockumentary than watching an actual horror movie, because it's like the chances is very slim. But with Strange Harvest, they have been teasing this movie a lot. I've seen like advertisements on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook, and it was enough to pull me in. And thankfully, I was won over, and it made me realize, like, God damn, like there are actually people that knows how to do this. And not only that, but it made me it made me want to watch this with other people. This is like my third time watching this film, and the third time I watched it was with my wife, and she enjoyed it way more than I did. What makes this mockumentary, this horror mockumentary, so good is the fact that it's not the horror, it's not the scares, even though they are good as well. Like you know, like the scares, the tension, all that is done well. No cliche tropes at all. So Stuart Ortiz kind of knew the choreography set piece of how to draw fans in when it comes to the believability of the horror. What really pulled me into this film was the believability of the characters. And it's literally based on two detectives that's literally trying to take down this sadistic serial killer that's literally doing ritualistic murders all across the whole entire town. When they talk, they literally give you a little story synopsis, not too big, but just enough for you to be filled into the characters' motivations, of you believing how they're going to try to solve this case, their tense levels of just knowing what they're getting themselves into, and above all, just their factor alone of trying to get this case solved and knowing like exactly like what type of killer that they're trying to chase. I believed them. I felt as if like when they was talking and when they was like literally being interviewed, it really made me feel as if like damn, this actually feels like a real documentary. Because like as many times I watched like a lot of documentaries and they would talk and they would like literally give us a synopsis phase of just like what they was getting themselves into, and they would give us stories and stuff and they would show us these stories. It really felt as if like damn, like this really do feel like this shit is really going on. Like fuck, like are they really trying to like, is this realistic? And this is where the film pulls you in. When they show us enough dialogue from these detectives, this is when they begin to show us who they're going to apprehend, who they're trying to take down, which is Mr. Smiley himself. And this is when I was on the fence, because by me watching a lot of documentaries and mockumentaries, they normally like to show a lot of the serial killer's past, what got them to this point or whatever. But no, they showed enough for us to be aware of Mr. Smiley's sadistic motive. But as the film continues, they gave us just enough for us to be in a tense level and just feel intimidated. I mean, this guy's kills is very crazy. His kills and just how he apprehends his victims is very fearsome, very gruesome. And I'm not saying this because like these are the type of horror that really makes me feel on edge. I don't know about y'all, but supernatural horror and like thrilling horror to the point where people are in your house and trying to kill you is what really gets me. It's like realistic shit like that. And they had that both here. And they play it off perfectly because Mr. Smiley is not just a serial killer. He is a satanic serial killer that is not just killing victims, but just collecting certain body parts from them for him to do this ritual. And when he commits these murders, he does it in such a crazy ritualistic way to the point where it traumatized the fuck out of me. Yeah, these murders are going to make you feel uncomfortable. Like the way he does these kills will make you be like, oh my god, like like this is literally like what would happen if like the creators of Mortal Kombat, Paranormal Activity, and the Jeffrey Dahmer series decide to do fusion. You are not going to feel comfortable seeing these damn kills and murders. And the way how this stuff is executed is not just for the shock factor, but it's also from the tense factor and just you being like very uncomfortable, and also you being afraid as well, because there was some kills on here that made me feel as if like damn, like I have to keep looking over my shoulder, because he would literally stalk his victims. He would literally pursue them, and then there was even some scenes where he was like very close to certain civilians and he just let them go. And I'm like, what is this guy's problem, And then we never really saw how this guy really looked until later on. But just the way how like other like civilians would talk to the detectives, saying that this could have been the guy that y'all looking for, and he would seem like a very nice guy. So there will be times where he have like some type of humanity involved, but to the point where it would make me be even more afraid. Like Jesus Christ, like I have to keep reminding myself, like murderers and serial killers, like they have an expression. It's not something that you will pick up on by looking at somebody. It's how they are going to interact with you when it comes to how they're thinking. Even my wife had to keep asking me, is this whole thing real or fake? Because when I showed this to her for the third time, this is her first time watching it. So when she was watching it with me, I didn't tell her this was a mockumentary film. I just told her that I got this movie that everybody keeps talking about. She was so hooked onto this film to the point where she thought this was real. And I even told her, I even lied to her, told her it was real until they showed the deaths. And she was like, no, this can't be real because like they can't show this type of stuff if this shit is realistic. And I was like, yeah, you got me. It's literally like the acting will really pull you in to the point where you really would think that this shit is believable. And people will be fooled until they see the deaths. I gotta give a lot of kudos to Stuart Ortiz, because again, like he knows how to mix and match the horror and put it in a perfect way. And I wouldn't be surprised if this movie took him a long time to develop, because like everything was executed in a very good way, to the point where nothing was lacking. The tension was perfect, the acting was perfect, the scares was perfect, the kills was perfect, and even the ending. Even the ending, when they really when they had enough information to apprehend and to get Mr. Smiley, a lot of people had a problem with it. They thought that it was too CGI-ish. They thought that it was too scientific. They thought it was too out of the ordinary. But I didn't mind it at all. I felt like by me getting enough scares, getting enough horrific scenes of the kills and stuff, I thought that ending was a break. I was like, you know what? I've seen enough. I had enough me feeling uncomfortable. We need to have some payoff now. Like I need to and I thought that downtime was perfect for the ending to be the way it was. Even when it came to like the conclusion of Mrs. Smiley. Again, people did not like the way how it ended. They thought that, like, oh, it could have been better. But listen, a film like this, a mockumentary film, has there ever been any type of mockumentary or documentary films that had a good ending? Come on. I feel like that this ending was very realistic, and it's actually relatable when it comes to the conclusion of this. When it comes to killers doing these type of things, they honestly, they probably already figured out how they're going to go down. And I thought that Stewart did a very good job of executing the whole ending of this project. Overall, A Strange Harvest is something that you guys should not be sleeping on. If y'all have been seeing advertisements on the social media platforms, this is not like something that y'all should be skipping. Y'all should definitely check this mockumentary, this horror mockumentary out. I don't know if it's on Amazon. I know it's on Vudu. That's where I bought it. But hey, however you see it, check it out. You would not be sorry. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna have to give A Strange Harvest an A+. Whew. This review was actually faster than I expected, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. Other than that, y'all, that's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned to my upcoming reviews and videos headed your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher, and hope you all have a good day.